Ultimate Edition. This is one of our last. We're nearing the end of this game for me doing videos of it until something new comes out. I'm just gonna be doing. I'm gonna try and do the rest of the car parts. It's gonna be your perf spec in the south, the raid spec in the mountain state, or circuit spec in the west coast. I'm gonna try and get all this done. If not, I'm gonna at least get the south and mountain states done. Okay. So yesterday or last night I did your street spec in the Midwest, dirt spec in the East Coast. Remember all these are going to be hot rods, okay? And every single hot rod is going to have at least or only 20 car parts that you have to find throughout the entire region in order to get that spec of the hot rod. Now, some of these are actually buried hidden, so I mean that's why I'm kind of doing these videos so you can actually see where they are and you don't have as much trouble if you want to see where they are and you're having trouble with them. Okay, so let's go and get started on this. As usual, I'm gonna port to them in the car that you're gonna be earning for that region. Okay. So right now we're going to do the south, and in the south is where you unlock the perf spec. So we're going to be doing the perf spec. I'm going to start down here in the Florida Keys. Your first one's going to be right here. Looks like it's off the freeway, so I mean I got to change my car here so that you can see it. So if you transport to it, don't transport onto the freeway because then you're probably not going to be able to reach it. Anyways, while we have a good view of it, here's the hot rod. I got it modified a little the way I want it to, but here's the hot rod. You're going to be able to change the lights, the hood, and the spoiler, and I think the rear bumper as well. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe the front bumper. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I've modified in this car. Anyways, here's the basic layout. It's pretty nice if you ask me. But let's go onto the map again. Now I can port off the map for y'all, or off the freeway for y'all. Here we go. And here he is right under the freeway. That's number 1 for y'all. And we're going to go back to our map. Zoom out a little. Next one's going to be right here in the Everglades, on the edge of it, actually. It's going to be number 2. Where's he at? Right over here. Yep, right there. There he is. That's number 2 for y'all. Zoom out a little. I think number 3 is going to be right over here. We're going to hit this one first. Right here in North Beach of Miami. Right there on the coast. Now, for these car parts, if you're just gonna kind of drive around and try and find them on your own without watching the videos, I do advise you to just kind of think outside the box of where these car parts can be, because some of these are going to be right there in the open and you're not going to be able to find them unless you're paying attention. Anyways, here's number 3 for y'all. Let's go on to number 4, which is going to be over here by Sebring Raceway. Right to the right of Palm Gate. Now about these hot rods, they have okay handling, except for the raid spec, which is going to be the buggy, the one I'll be doing next. It has excellent handling, but the rest of these are their turning is going to be kind of limited because of the way that the car was made. So you're probably not going to be able to turn as good in these cars, but the rest of the performance attributes are pretty understandable and they're pretty good. Anyways, here's number 4 for y'all. Let's go on to number 5, which is going to be right over here in Tampa Bay. Or I believe this is Tampa Bay. Breakable fence. And there's number 5 for y'all. Number 6, we're going to go up and then down. Number 6 is going to be over here. And Norfolk. Oops, kind of let on. Here's number 6, perfectly parked. I find this kind of ironic though. Looks like someone just put the car there, parked it a long time ago, and just left it there. Didn't even worry about it. Kind of funny though. Perfectly parallel to park too. Anyways, there's number 6. Let's go to number 7. Actually, I was about to say 6 or 5. Number 7 is gonna be right here on the edge of this river. I don't know the name of this river, but whatever this river is called, it's gonna be right on the edge of it. Well, bam, there she is. There's number 6 for y'all. Let's go to number 7 in Nashville. Ooh, and talk about right there on the edge of the river. This one's literally on the edge. Alright guys, for these car parts, all that you gotta do is get close to them. There we go. There's number I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's number 7 for y'all. Sorry guys. Let's go to number 8. It's gonna be right over here to the right of Chattanooga. Forgive me if I don't pronounce these the correct way. I am not from the US. I'm just living in the US right now. But there's number 8 for y'all. Let's go on to number 9. It's gonna be right here to the left of Old Louisiana. Right here on the edge of these railroad tracks. Anyways, there's number 9 for y'all. Let's go to the halfway mark and could have swore there was one in New Orleans. Apparently not. Okay. We'll go to zoom out a little. Okay. Next one we're going to go to is right down here on the edge of the swamp and literally on the edge of this area actually. Can't go any further than this. I mean, yeah, you can go down here in this little beachy area, but hey, y'all get my point. Anyways, there she is, number 10, and the halfway mark. Only 10 more parts to go, and then we can get this hot rod that I'm driving right now. Zoom out. Okay, here's number 11. Ah, right here, kind of blending in with the trees. There's number 11 for y'all. Huh. Right now, we're gonna go right below the Mississippi Delta and review number 12. There's number 12 for y'all. Right underneath the big radio tower. Then we'll go right down here to the bottom of the Texas Panhandle and review number 13. In the city, or right there on the outskirts of the city, Groom. Didn't know there was a city called Groom in Texas, and I live in Texas. Huh. There she is right behind me. Can't exactly get in there, but just get close to the fence and it'll count it for you. Next one's going over here in the actual city of Amarillo, a well-known town in Texas. Bam! Ported me right there on top of the car this time. Anyways, there she is. Number 14. Oops. I didn't want to go to HQ. Okay, let's get off these cars before I flip over in total. Anyways, there she is, guys. Let's get on number 15. Which is gonna be down here in Dallas, like a couple hours from where I live, actually. Right here off the train track. There she is, number 15. Only 5 more to go. Next one's going to be right down here in, what's this town called? Fort Stockholm. This was a fort? Honestly, guys, I didn't even know this was a fort. Oopsie daisies. Anyways, there she is. Number 16. Huh. Let's go to number 17. There's 18. 19. I think I missed one, guys. Did I actually miss one? Maybe this is 18 or 17. Anyways, let's just go with this is gonna be your next one. I kind of lost count, guys. Sorry. It's gonna be right down here, right to the left of New Braunfels. About 3 hours from where I live, actually. Here he is. The next car part for y'all. And then we go to number 19, I believe. Right down here inside Port Isabel. Haven't really been to the port, I've been near it, but I heard it was a wonderful and beautiful port. That's what I've heard. Like I said, haven't been to it, can't judge it, don't know. Okay, can't go through the fence, so there he is. Right here on the other side of the fence. Some kind of nibble alarm going off right there. Okay. Next one is going to be right down here to the right of the hill country. And I don't see anything else. Or right north of Bridge City and Port Arthur. Anyways, kind of down here in the marshy area. We'll just go with that. There we go. Last car part for y'all in here, and then find all these 20 car parts, and you get this beautiful hot rod perf. Not bad. I love it. Like I said, the only thing that sucks on these hot rods is the handling, except for the rate. It's pretty much ideal. Anyways, guys, let's move on to your raid spec, which, in my opinion, is the best hot rod out of all of them, if you ask me. That's why it's the only hot rod that I have maxed out. I'm going to report to this one. Right north of Mesa Guidonia, or Gwendolina. Mind you guys, the raid spec is going to be in this whole entire area of the mountain states. Pretty spread out. As you can see, it's the biggest section of the US. Let me port here, and then I'll change to my buggy, which, like I said, I love it. And this one, guys, is actually where you really have to start thinking outside the box if you're just gonna hunt for these, because they can hide in pretty darn well. There we go, guys. The buggy, and I love it. It's gonna be right up here. Part number 1. Next one is gonna be right down here, kind of southeast of the meteor crater, inside this little canyon area. And backed up against the rock. Part number 2, guys. Next one is gonna be right here inside the city of Kingman. Kind of right behind this house. Oops, backed into the part. Anyways, there's number 3 for y'all. Next one's be right here in the kind of center of Black Mount. Black Mount is going to be kind of hard to get into unless you have a dirt bike or monster truck or a pretty much any lifted vehicle, or easily maneuvered vehicle, because you're gonna have to climb a lot of rocks, and it better have a lot of torque because you're gonna have to have enough power to get up those rocks and over those rocks. Anyways, here we are right here inside Black Mount. And if you don't feel like climbing the rocks, there's just the easy way in. There's number 4 for y'all. And just so y'all know, the easy way in is gonna be right over there. Not real hard. Zoom out. Follow this little dirt trail all the way, at least to here. This area is pretty much when you can start coming in. If you have trouble getting in at this part, go a little bit further north and you can definitely get in at this part. Follow this little dirt road all the way through and you'll come straight to the part. Okay, our next one is going to be right here to the left of the Gold Hills racetrack. Once again, inside of a canyon, but looks like a little mobile home neighborhood. Honestly, I'd hate to live around this area. It's kind of cut off. Huh. It's somewhere. Huh, there we are. Squeeze in between there, and there you go, guys. You have part number 5, I believe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, part number 5, guys. Our next one's gonna be right here inside the Grand Canyon, and this one is actually took me a little bit to find, actually, because I hunted all these. I had to actually look up a couple of them, but I didn't look up more than a couple because I like hunting for my trophies and hunting for my car parts and everything. Anyways, here it is, part number 6. Let's get on to our next one, which is also going to be in the Grand Canyon, just to the right of the last one and on top of a big plateau. Part number 7. Let's go to part number 8, which is going to be right over here to the northwest of Dreamland and northeast of Monument Valley. There we go. Oops, backed into it. There we go. This whole entire region is pretty much nothing but mountains and rocks, as you can tell, and hills. Try and do a police chase through here and you're going to be riding like you're in a monster truck derby. So be prepared for a lot of jumps and hills. Our next one is going to be over here in Santa Fe, Nevada. I know kind of where some of these states are, since they don't have the outline of the states. So our next one is going to be right here in the center of Santa Fe, Nevada. Wait for this to actually zoom. Yeah, there we go. In between these two houses, you can kind of see this one from the street. That mobile home right over there is kind of blocking your view though, but you can kind of see it from this direction. Anyways, there she is, number 8 for y'all. Or was that number 9? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and nope, that was number 9, you guys. Sorry. Number 10 is going to be right here on the outskirts of St. George. Kind of blocked up by the rocks. There she is, right there in front of us, or right to the right of us, actually. There she is, number 10, and we're halfway through with this. Let's go into number 11, which is going to be right over here, north of West Rim. Never heard of it, but hey. This one was a little bit hard to find too. As you can see, a lot of these are actually based around the rocks, which is what I said, you're kind of going to have to think outside the box. Anyways, there we go. Number 11 for y'all. Zoom out and let's see. Did I do that one? Yeah, I already got that one. Let's go right over here. Kind of northwest of whatever town this is. Vegas? Once again, kind of based and trapped up by the rocks.
All units, listen up. Your target is no longer our most wanted. All points, we have a new most wanted suspect. Your target status has been superseded.
There we go.
We copy. All units,
Number 12 for
your
y'all.
target is no longer our most wanted.
Looks like someone's in trouble with the police down here. Anyways, this one's gonna be right here northwest or northeast of Las Vegas and southeast of the Death Valley. Right here. And northeast or northwest, sorry, of Lake Mead. Right there on the outskirts of Riolet, I guess. Didn't know this was a town actually. Should be right here inside this little station. Yep, there it is. Number 13 for y'all guys. Number 14, northeast of Lake Mead. Here she is. Kind of forced it over. Next one. Number 15. Should be right here. Right north of me, actually. Right there on the edge of the Great Salt Lake and Salt Lake City, actually. Oh, guys, I believe we can get inside that complex. Yeah, right here. So let's go inside the complex. Drive. Don't drive this way. Drive around and around till we get to this part. There we go. There's stop number 15? No, 16, I believe. Next, we're gonna go straight north of the sand dunes and right to the east of the Bonneville Salt Flats, rumored to be one of the best ways to level up your drag cars. Pretty much, I think it's the best way to level up your drag car, actually. And some people say it's the best way to level up any car. I've already explained my opinion and all that in one of my earlier and first videos, actually. Anyways, let's get back to this part. It's gonna be right down the hill, it looks like. Right there. Let's go to part number 17, which is going to be up here in the corner, straight north in between the Great Basin and the Columbia Basin, pretty much halfway in between. Ooh, right below me, I believe. Nope. Yeah, right below me. There she is. Let me get out of this bush, that way I can get a actual look. There she is. Beautiful, my car's getting a car wash for free. Anyways, guys, there's part number 17 for y'all. Part number 18. Sorry guys, the car parts kind of, or the car part logos kind of blend in with the snow, so I'm kind of having to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, here we are right to the west of Victory Springs. I just saw it right here. Here we go. Part number 18. Now we have only 2 more to go. Or Ivory Springs, I said Victory Springs. Sorry guys, right to the east, or west, sorry. Right to the west of Ivory Springs would be number 18 for me. Okay. Let's find number 19 for y'all. Here we go. Here's another one. Should be kind of southeast of St. Mary, which is gonna be right here. Where is it? Right there. Right there. Southeast of St. Mary, kind of up on the rocks and trees, would be part number 19. There you go, guys. Part number 19. Now we only have one more part to spot. Yes, guys, this is the actual Yellowstone part. And here's Old Faithful. The geyser, actually. I really do not like trying to find these car part logos in the snow. I believe there's one right over here. I only got the one in Salt Lake City. Another one. Ah, dang it. Sorry guys, having a little bit of trouble finding the last one. Or is it over here? Where did I... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. This kinda sucks. Hold on. Here we go, guys. I just saw it pop up. Sometimes I can know something by that. It's gonna be right south of St. Julian Peak and right to the east of the ski jump. Should be right. There she is. There we go. There she is. Find all 20 parts. This is number 20 for me. And you get the buggy. Pretty much, in my opinion, the second best Rift vehicle in this game. Number 1 for me, from what I've heard, is the Hummer H1 Alpha, which I don't have yet, but I will be getting it. Anyways, here's number 20, where I'm gonna go ahead and do the West Coast vehicles, which is gonna be your circuit spec. I'm gonna go port to this one. I'm gonna break out the hot rod circuit. This one is another country that can be kind of hilly in some areas. Some of these are kind of based around hills. Get off this area. Make this jump straight into this valley. And break out the hot rod circuit. There she is, guys. My version of the hot rod circuit. There's part number 1 for y'all. Here's gonna be part number 2, kind of southeast, kind of the south coast.
All units, the vehicle you're in pursuit of has had its most wanted status superseded. Message received.
There we go. Right there, guys. part number 2 for y'all. Part number 3 is gonna be right down here inside the city of Los Angeles itself by LA Harbor. There you go, guys, right here. Make sure not to pour it on the freeway on this one. Do what I did, kind of pour it off to the side. I recommend porting like right here, because then you don't have to drive very far to it. Anyways, there's part number 3. Part number 4 is going to be right down here south of the Bernardino Mountains inside San Bernardino City, or on the outskirts, whichever one you want to call it. There we go. Right next to the train station, actually, it looks like. Zoom out, and part number 5 is going to be right down here south of La Padres. There we go.
All points. Your target is no longer our most wanted at this time.
Don't tell me I got stuck on a rock. There we go. There we go, guys. Part number 5. And then part number 6 is going to be right down here, right north of the Central Coast. Thought this little place right here, the California Space Station, I guess you can call it. Right, but right north of where it says Central Coast. Port inside this space station. And there you go, right there. Go to our map, and part number 7 is going to be right here above where it says Big Sur and Amasa Laguna Seca, actually, and right to the west of Coast Range. Trapped in by the hills. As you can see by my videos, the majority of these car parts I'm going to recommend right spec to get to, just because you're going to be mostly off-road on these. Anyways, there she is, part number 7. Part number 8 is going to be right here to the east of Coast Range, kind of in these plains over here. Part number 8 right there. Part number 9 is going to be right over here, right outside of Fresno. There she is, kind of trapped inside there. You're not going to be able to actually get to her, so just back up against the fence or hit the fence or whatever. And there you go. There's part number 9 for y'all. Part number 10 is going to be right here on the east side of the High Sierra Mountains and right along the river that runs east of it. There's part number 10, and we're halfway done with this one. Part number 11 is going to be right here on the opposite side of the High Sierra Mountains, pretty much completely opposite, and also along the river, pretty much along the starting of it, that runs alongside the west side of the High Sierra Mountains.
All points. Your target is no longer our
There she is, kind of, as you can see, kind of at the bottom of it. right there. Now, a lot of you are asking, why aren't you driving to all these car parts for us so we can actually see the easy way to get to them? Reason for that is if I did, it would take at least 2 hours to drive to all of them, actually. At least. And that's pretty much cutting it close. So, I mean, I'm just going to import to, that's why I'm kind of going to the map, zooming in and finding them that way. So you pretty much know the general zoom in area or the exact location of where they are. Anyways, guys, there's part number 11 for y'all. Part number 12 is going to be way over here, right on north of the gold country and these plains as well. Smash through these fence and it's going to be right here in this family's yard. There we go, part number 12. Then we're going to take a trip over here right north of Bodega Bay and right east of Eureka. There we go, guys. Part number 12, or 13 actually. Next, part number 14. It's gonna be right here, to the right here, pretty much on the west coast of Lake Shasta, which is gonna be right south of Redwood Park. And can't exactly remember which dam this is though, but there she is. There she is. Part number 14 for y'all. Part number 15 is gonna be right. Why did I zoom out? 15 is gonna be right down here. On the northwestern side of Folsom Lake, right here by this dam. Once again, I don't remember which dam this is. Now we'll go with a lot of landmarks, as you can see. But anyways, guys, there she is. That's part number 15. 16. Thought there was one in Seattle. 16 is going to be right over here, just west of the Northern Cascades. Still, this is still considered part of the Northern Cascades, but where it says Northern Cascades. And right along the edge of the railroad tracks. There she is, part number 16. I don't know when to go to HQ, people. Okay. Okay, let's go find our next one. Should be 17, I believe. 17, 18. 17, 18, 19. No, this is number 18, guys. I was just the one I'm at right now is 17. This will be number 18, kind of in between the northern and southern Cascades. And also, guys, I will be doing a video where it shows the 3 Easter eggs in this game. This is pretty much, I believe, the general area of where one of our Easter eggs is. I'm not going to attempt to find him because he can be a little bit tricky. I don't know his exact location because I've only saw him once. Anyways, here's part number 18, guys. And part number 19 is going to be right over here, right to the east of the Cascades. I think this is still considered part of the Cascades. I'm not real sure. But anyways, there she is. Part number 19, guys. And then to our last part, which is going right down here in Yosemite National Park itself. Yeah, this is still part of it. Pretty much, if you ask me, a volcano ready to blow. So, anyways, there she is, right there. Our last card part for the circuit and our last car part period. Collect all 20 car parts and you get this beautiful circuit version. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, like the video. Comment what you think I could do better in my videos. Comment what you want me to do. Comment what you want me to talk about. Comment what you think I should do less of, or what you think I should do more of. Either one. Let me know how I'm doing. As always, I'm not going to ask for a subscription, but I do greatly appreciate subscriptions. And if you want to subscribe, only subscribe if you think I deserve it. I am trying to make it kind of far in YouTubing, but I mean, I'm not gonna do it by just constantly asking for subscriptions. I only want people to subscribe if you think I deserve it. Anyways, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Give me some tips, give me some feedback. That's all I ask for. Feedback is my greatest, the greatest way to say thanks, if I guess you can say. Instead of, if you think I don't deserve a subscribe, at least give me some feedback, at least. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna try and get one of my friends on to help me do the Easter eggs. As I said, I've only saw all the Easter eggs once, and I'm not gonna search the entire video searching for one Easter egg. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice rest of the day, or sleep good, whatever time zone you're in. And I'll see you next time. This is Faithful Shadow signing out.